Hello, we are back with my adventures in Metroid Zero Mission, and we continue forward in our adventures trying to stop the space pirates from using the Metroids to take over the galaxy, I guess. I'm kinda not sure what they would really think they're gonna be doing with these, because though we haven't not run into Metroids yet, Metroids are dangerous creatures. They will be... Whoop. Alright, hold on. Whoops. Spoiled something I didn't want to spoil yet. Technically, we could do that now. Even though it might seem strange on how you would do it. I mean, we just shine sparked and just kicked it, but that's not enough. It's only one block wide, and Samus is more than one block, so how would you get in there? Well, there's a way to, but I will show that off later. The reason I'm not showing it off now is because if you do that area correctly, you can get to a special sort of power-up, and I'd rather wait to show off that power-up when we get to the part of the game that kind of wants to show off the power-up. Because you can get it ahead of time, you know, sequence breaking kind of thing, even though that's not really sequence breaking, but the game kind of is like, oh, well, you should do it here, it'll be a little more ceremonious if you do it here, so we're gonna wait till you get it there. It'll be interesting, but, great, now I have to remember what I was, oh, and now we have this. So remember, this wasn't here before. That's part of why I wanted to come this way the first time, was to show that, yeah, that wasn't here originally, and now it is. Strange, isn't it? Well, yeah, go on. Also, I don't think these parasite things were here either, so I don't know why all of a sudden they're here. But yeah, now we're having the trouble of getting up there, and this is a pain if you don't know what you're doing. And as you can tell, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. So now here's the other problem. So, if I freeze him again, it'll blow him up. So, again, you can still make it, as I just did there. You just, if you want to use them as a freeze platform, you gotta be careful. More of these things, but we get to learn what these parasite things do. They eat these things. Ooh. I don't know if these have names. I feel like they do, but I don't remember what. I know that sometimes the... great. It's escaping me here. I know that sometimes when it comes to the parasite things, they're called like Zabesian parasites or Brugs, you know, or at least that was an enemy in Zero Mission. Also, we're dying now in this acid again. It's getting tiring. Getting very tiring. But I think... Okay, yeah. I believe that these are called Garons. I don't know if that's their exact name. I think that's what it is, based off what I just researched in the 5 seconds I had. But whatever. The more important thing is this. The Varia suit. Decreases damage taken from enemies. Prevents damage from acid and heat. Acid and heat. Beautiful. So look at that. Yeah, awesome. I love it. We have our iconic suit now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at that. You know, the interesting thing is, even though generally I prefer the Varia suit, especially for reasons like this, where we're now protected from acid damage, I'm so used to the power suit by this point in the game that I'm kind of like, I can't get used to the orange yet. There we go. So yeah. But yeah, now that we have the Varia suit, we can actually continue forward. I don't remember if the Varia suit is required. Because again, there's only a few power-ups that are required for low percentage runs, and I don't remember if the various suit is one of them. I don't think it is. But either way, it's a power-up that you would want to have because it makes things easier. I mean, even those parasite brug things, they can't actually hurt anymore. Because now Samus has so much stamina, protection, whatever you want to call it, that she's good. But yeah, that's the main thing of this, is getting that various suit and finally being able to go into this area that we've been seeing, but haven't been able to really explore yet. Well, we explored it at one point, but we died and didn't save it correctly, and yeah. But we still can't break these Garons. Garons, yeah, whatever they are. But that's okay, because we still have other methods of getting around. And a missile tank to get. See, we can go up here. And we can also pick up our little buggy friends. And so, what you're supposed to do, what I didn't do, was you're supposed to blow up that platform up. Luckily, I had missiles already, so I was okay. Alright, we are good. Onward! And look at where we are now. We are at the statue's other side. And there we go. Thank you. So we have our next mission for the story. And we will continue onward, dealing with this bat thing, and wow, we've gone on so long now, I'm really gonna have a hard time trying to remember what I was discussing at the beginning of this playthrough, this part. It had something to do with the Metroids, I believe. Because essentially I was saying it didn't make a lot of sense, because while the Metroids are highly dangerous and would be quite the useful super weapon for the space pirates, you can't really take over a galaxy with them. Well, I mean, I guess the problem really isn't so much you can't take over a galaxy, it's just controlling the galaxy, because you can't really control Metroids. But, maybe the space pirates have some means of controlling it that we don't know of yet. Oh, I finally get to show off this secret area I should have shown off way earlier. Destroying this last mellow nest. Destroying this last mellow nest finally lets us go and get rid of the mellows, so now they don't bother us out here. And that means that I have no problems in getting this dang missile tank. There was a part of this playthrough I had to cut that was filled with dealing with mellows pestering me while I tried to go after that missile tank. And if I had gone after that nest before, the mellows wouldn't have bothered me, and I would have been fine. But I didn't, because I forgot about the nest. And I never got that missile tank because of it. Because I just got too frustrated with it, and then trying to get out of there was a pain, and not something I'd recommend. Unfortunately, there are just some creatures in this planet you're going to have to kill if you want to actually 100% this game. Some of them are working for the space pirates, it seems like, even. I mean, the Metroids certainly seem to be, if they are actually being controlled. And I'm trying to think if there's another specific example of space pirates having a creature under their control, but I can't think of one at the moment. But in any case, now that we have the Varia suit, it seems like our best bet would be to go into an area protected by heat, because now the Varia suit will protect us from heat. Very nice. Shine Spark! Yeah! Bleeding right back into another Shine Spark. So luckily I caught myself on that because I actually want to go up here and see this other heat room, because it's not very important. And I don't know why I went here. But again, since we are trying to 100% this game, we want to visit every single area. And this is a good area to show off how protective the Varia suit actually is. Except for lava. If this is actually lava, I don't know. It could just be boiling acid. Boiling acid. Boiling acid. So yeah, for some reason I wanted to check to see if there was anything here, and I guess there's not. It's just kind of weird that this guy just kind of bounces around like this. As if just like hanging out and just saying, hey, how's it going, Samus? Did you enjoy that upgrade? I hope so. Speaking of upgrades, it looks like we have 100 missiles here, if I'm not mistaken. And we have the 4 energy tanks. And we have made quite a bit of progress so far. We're getting pretty close to, not what I would call the halfway mark, but maybe actually. I guess Kraid is pretty close to the halfway mark, now that we beat him. Oh, we can't go that way. Still green door, but we actually are trying to do this instead. And I screwed it up. We have to Shine Spark through that floor, which means we have to do a Shine Spark correctly. We didn't do it the first time. And now we did. So we're fine. Yes, so now past me. Go. There you go. It can be a bit frustrating sometimes when it's like, I know which way to go, but I can't go that way because all these little enemies just get in my way and confuse me. Well, since we're here, let's restore health. Oh. Okay, we actually have 115 missiles. I was way off. Well, thank you. You proved me wrong, Joseph statue. Thank you for that. And now we can go in here without being hurt. Huzzah. But, again, the boiling acid, if that's what it is, because I can't imagine that it's lava, it's too much of a liquid. Although I guess it would be magma, right? But even then, it's still, magma is more of a solid as far as I know. I don't know. Either way, it's liquid hot, and it looks like we have a bunch of blocks to break. Along with these mellows that are on fire. They have a specific name, I think. They're not just a variant. They might be like mellies. Mellas. Mellowlicious. I don't know. But, really? The one block had to respawn? So, I'm just making sure that I'm doing it right here. Because I want to make sure that I create a restore point. Not sure why I did that. I know I had a good reason for it at the time. Oh. We were running into a Barastute. Which I didn't think we were going to run into this soon, but I guess we are. But yeah, Barastutes are like side hoppers. They walk to the side and they hop. But they are much harder to hurt. They have a lot more health, and you can tell because of, you know, the way they handle health, and that, you know, they change different colors. So here I am confused because I forget which way this path goes versus this path, so I'm just gonna stick to going straight for now. Oh, thank you for being a platform. Why did I do that? There you go. I don't know why I had to make it so much harder. We need another frozen platform. It's like, this is the room of frozen platform enemies. Frozen enemy platforms. There we go. That makes more sense. Oh. Wow. We just spoiled that surprise, didn't we? But first, map room. I love this theme. It's so weird in comparison. But now we got an idea of where we're going next. In terms of what the story wants us to go in, at least. Again, you don't have to. You can go wherever you want, pretty much. But, obviously we're trying to stick to the story idea here, so... What I should have done there was I should have tried Shine Sparking, but I don't know if I would have been successful. Oh, but look at where we are now. We're exactly where we left off originally when I got confused. And it looks like we can't go that way anyway, because we can't open green doors. Not yet. Again, there is a way to do so, and if you do a bit of sequence breaking, I guess. It's not really, but whatever. If you do, then you can get through those green doors. But it's not necessary yet. Honestly, I'm not even sure if I'm sequence breaking right now. I mean, technically, no, this isn't really complicated. Yeah, that's dangerous. Let's not do that yet. I jumped on a dragon. Great, now, this is the part where I just keep forgetting things, I guess. And unfortunately, where I have to destroy all these poor little animals because they are just becoming a humongous pain as I try to cross Norfair. I know it's not fair to kill these enemies in Norfair, but that's just the way that it goes. Oh, so this area. Like, what? What? These vine things look like they're... Ugh. Are these creatures even still alive anymore? Am I... Like, that one is. I just saved him. So see, I'm trying to leave him alone, but now they're attacking me, and it's like, I just saved you, dude. Very weird area. And yet, we're not done. Yeah, we're gonna be dealing with that a bit more. Just a bit more. But enough to make it still be creepy. Oh. Whoops. Not what you want to do. Really not what you want to do. What you actually want to do, if I can get out of here. There you go. That's what you want to do. I'm not sure why this area is down here. I don't know. Sometimes I don't understand the little design here too much myself. But I'm sure that there are reasons for it. Just not for me to know. There we go. So yeah. But we'll deal with that later. In the meantime, let's go down here and into another fake boiling acid area. deal with more Barastutes. Yeesh. These things are pretty fearsome. Like, I mean, sheesh. I'm trying to, like... I'm trying to have a fair fight with it, but it's just being a pain. So I'm just like, alright, well, I'm leaving you alone now. Alright, well, let's end this mission with... the wave beam. This beam, which is made up of energy, waves, can pass through solid objects. Alright then. Well, thank you. We'll continue further and use this wave beam in the next part of my adventures in Metroid Zero Mission.